Alright you guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sterling and this is Fallout 4. Now in the last episode, we built this. And in the last episode, we got ready to go into whatever it's called, the Institute. And now,
I don't blame you.
I'm gonna go. I'm explaining to people what we did. So now we're gonna step in and go into the Institute. I'm so excited.
Whenever you're ready.
We're going.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular being.
Okay.
By the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, what they're up to.
Okay.
Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. Don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration.
I believe you.
Scanning
I
from
really
the
do
Institute
believe you.
signal. Tracking RF. And...
Alright.
Got it. Hold on to your butt.
This is some great stuff. Okay. We are here. Probably should use right away. Okay. And our health will slowly go up. This is really scary. So excited, but also scared at the same time. Okay. I'm assuming that the first those are teleportations, and the third one was us, and that's why they had the error. Okay, so the closer together it is, the worse we are. So let's take everything we can. Get our sneak gun out and ready.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
Father? Who's father?
I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Which elevator? I'm confused. Also, what does this do? Why does it want me to go here? There's nothing I can do here. So am I supposed to step into this elevator?
Broken.
Of course, it's broken. This is the elevator, apparently. Undamaged camera. Clean suit. What, did I just put it on? What was that? Also, I want to try putting it on. Because why not? Clean room suit. No, we don't want to put it on because it replaces all of our armor. And I don't trust anything here yet. Also, he wants to talk about it. It's not much of a choice. He knows we're here.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Is he gonna recruit us? Is he gonna recruit us?
Welcome to the Institute.
Wow.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's
Well, then why has he been
survival.
killing people?
Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground.
Okay.
Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now,
Why?
we must remain
Just
underground.
curious.
There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are
You're right.
unstable.
You right.
I'd like to talk to you about what we can do For everyone.
Oh, don't tell me that you're
But
gonna...
that can wait. You are here for a specific,
Personal.
very personal reason.
True.
You are here for your son.
True. No doubt, no doubt. Oh, shoot.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean.
Father, what's going
It's
on?
me.
What's happening?
I'm your dad. Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Okay. Can we just not talk to him anymore? Okay, we can take these things. We're taking them. Okay, so, distrust.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Okay.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away.
So it's basically
Father!
the same thing no matter what
Father,
I do.
help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Sean, please, calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help
Okay.
me!
Oh, that we must have had to do that.
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus.
Oh,
Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges.
okay.
Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
We're not gonna be mad at him. I know it's heartless to not even care about Sean. I don't really. But I want to know more without
Father?
angering him.
That's your name, your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been real. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost.
But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years?
I'm not
That
worried
is
about
the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Makes sense?
Hell of a story. But I guess it does make sense.
I'm glad you're willing to accept the truth. It's quite encouraging. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland,
Yeah, radiation changes your
affected
DNA.
everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the
That's why we're
basis
talking
of
about the backup.
synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are
A
family.
little creepy.
The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please,
Okay.
anything I
Keeping
can
it
do to
calm.
help you understand.
Okay. Okay, we got some time. So thing that you guys might want to know about me, oftentimes, not all the time. There's some times where there's exceptions, but oftentimes the quote unquote bad guys in movies, TV, whatever.
Are you following?
One second. They often have the right idea, and the good guys are actually the bad guys. In my thought process, like say for example, the rebels in Star Wars, they are literally going against the government in they have almost
you're not
all the
too
galaxy,
overwhelmed.
and all the people of the empire, they're living their lives and they're happy and it's okay, everything's going great, and then the rebels come in and they ruin that by starting a war. And so there's a lot of times where the bad guys often turn out to be the good guys, and this is why I've wanted to
This
join
really
the
is a
Institute.
matter of importance.
I know. And that's why I wanted to join the Institute, is because I wanted to know that they're probably doing research, and research tends to lead to good things. So, Kellogg, yes.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
He was a murderer. He killed your mother.
Believe me, I am well aware of the atrocities Kellogg committed. I suspect there are many more we'll never know of. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Wish we had more charisma, because then if we had more charisma, we could do the collateral damage, but we don't, so we have to do the other ones.
Collateral damage? She was murdered.
Killed? Yes. Murdered? I'm not so sure about that. Still, I do regret never having known her. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
Why do you
I
have
am
such a
the
look of
acting
disgust?
director,
Why
yes.
can't we just decide to join?
I've spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. It was a disaster. No. We look after our own now. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence
Sounds
would be
great.
appreciated
I
as we
like this
approach
plan.
it. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that.
Yes, yes.
Doesn't that intrigue
Big
you?
Y in the sky.
Isn't that what you
Yes. Yes.
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment.
Me too.
Forgive me.
And judgment is not impaired.
I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
Is all that really necessary? What's there
Oh,
to
come on.
learn?
That's not the what that's
For
that's
now, it is enough that you understand that the Institute
not what I
really
wanted to
is
say.
devoted to the betterment of humanity.
only gives me 2
The
words to
Institute
understand.
is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Okay.
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
He's definitely impressive.
Yes, it's pushed our technology to the limit. We've gained some valuable insights in terms of both hardware and software. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact with him further. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me, what do you think? Do you think you could love him like you would a real boy?
I found the real.
I don't need a synth. I found the real Sean.
Yes, but not the Sean you were looking for. In some ways, the synth is far closer to what you expected.
That was what I
claim
expected,
to
but it
know
doesn't mean that
everything
that's
you're
what we
feeling,
got.
If in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
Okay. That's helpful. Okay, we gotta go talk to other people. Cool. Can we just take stuff? Yes. Activate the microphone. Activate! Well, that's cool. Looks like we can join the Institute. Lucky me. Lucky day. Could take a shower. Can I turn it on? Or can I just open it? Dang. Oh, we'll take all that. Folders. Okay, so that's cool. Also, take all this. Cause stuff. There we go. Cool. This is what I call cool.
Call this a clean floor. Are your visual receptacles?
Oh, we should probably put on the clean room suit. Hey, look at that. And we got a hat too. Synth.
Doc.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real thinking and real work. That's the future I want.
I don't see any harm in robots helping out.
Robots helping out. You make it sound so tame, so harmless. If that's all it were, I'd agree. What's being planned here is much more than that. I'm talking about synths replacing human beings.
Oh, that makes sense.
You just arrived, so perhaps it isn't apparent to you yet. But in time, you'll see what I mean. In any case, I suppose I should say, welcome. Perhaps a fresh perspective will do some good around here. Don't make excuses. You're
Okay, so
clearly-
Lawrence, I'm assuming
There's
you're the
a lot of
biological.
hubris around here lately, and I don't care for it.
Reporting status.
The rest
All
see me
functions
as little
normal.
more than a glorified repairman. But I'm as much a scientist as any of them.
I don't know. So is that the biologist or not? The boardroom?
All systems nominal.
That's a guard
Excuse
synth.
me.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Cool. What would happen if we were to go against them? Would we go through
Scanning.
here
Subject
killing everyone now?
identified.
And so we're just gonna check this place out. We got a little place for a person, and probably more places for people. Data. Division leaders. Wonder if we'll get in trouble for doing that. I don't know. Well, we'll check it out. But it looks like we need to go downstairs for most everyone. So we're gonna meet all of the peoples. Anyone on this level? Nope. They're all downstairs more. Well, the majority of them. Let's turn this one off for now, and then we'll check it out later. See if we get in trouble if we do it. Okay, so there we got the one guy.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary...
All right.
Almost done.
Who are you?
Excuse me, Doctor.
Primary drive
You weren't
servo.
kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie.
Allie Fillmore. You can think of me
Engineer,
as the
okay.
Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I guess I just wasn't ready to die yet.
Oh, that's understandable. The will to survive is the most basic human instinct. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Yeah, absolutely, of course.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Power needs?
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes. That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as
Stop
I'm concerned,
making that
the
noise.
phase
I
out
don't
on these
like
older
that
models
noise. It's
can't
really
come soon
annoying.
enough.
Oh wow, that's one of the more basic things.
Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all times.
You're really creepy. Why wouldn't we give him some clothes? Because he's kind of
Can't argue
creepy.
with that.
Okay, so we got a couple more people to talk to. This one's the closest. Bioscience. Looks like this is not the guy we talked to before. Was not the bioscience head.
On batch 274.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going.
I wonder how the
Welcome.
Warwick family is
So
doing.
good to have you here.
Young
Dr.
Wally must be
Clayton
close to
Holden,
10 years old by
head
now.
of the bioscience
It's
team.
remarkable
I
that any
can't
child
wait for
can
you to see the
survive
work
for
we're
so
doing.
long up there, don't you
It's
think?
truly amazing.
I couldn't hear you because of what he was.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
I didn't see the gorillas.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects
That's cool.
are very exciting. I'm sure
Synthetic-
I've taken up enough of your time as it is.
Synthetic
But I have
cows.
to ask,
So you can eat.
have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'd like to.
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary.
Alright.
Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You
Cool.
won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
Okay.
Clayton,
Anything I can help you with?
Yeah, can you answer my questions?
tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Cool. That's, I'm assuming that they're around here then. Oh.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Except for when they walk directly into
Glad you
walls.
made it.
That's cool. That's cool. It's the thought of all this happening is pretty
Carlin's
cool.
doing some
Sorry if I'm not talking or making it interesting. I'm just really interested in what's going on here. This is so awesome. I love this so much. This episode, just like the last one, might go a little long, but it's exciting nonetheless. Can we go down these stairs? These stairs are... Oh, this is walking above the water. That's cool. Okay, so advanced systems. It's probably the synthetic stuff. There might be another one, but this one's the basically like power. I'm assuming. I don't know.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing.
Rushed work is
At this
sloppy
point,
at
she's
best
just doing it for
and
fun.
deadly at worst.
New guns, maybe. Assuming that's where they store the big guns that we don't want to touch.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes,
What,
yes.
do you not approve
I know
of
who
me?
you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours.
Cool.
I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you.
Yeah.
Father's orders. You're to be given full access with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
At will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute,
I know.
handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father
Hey,
has placed in you. Now,
I'm the top
unless
dog.
there's something
I
else,
am the
really do
father
need
of
to
the
get back to
father.
work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see.
Appointment. I
Very
haven't
well.
appointed anyway.
We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3.
Phase 3.
I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
I don't understand any of this, but apparently we're gonna get a new appointment pretty soon, which is super cool. We talked to them. We got one more to talk to, and then we can talk to Father again, and I get appointment, and then we were able to go back and get. I guess we're gonna be his right hand man, I assume. Frustrating that we have to be second. We can't be top dog, but
No visible reactions to the
synth
K-14 compound.
retention.
We'll start the next trial then.
Whoa! So this is the one that works with the synths. That one's just research, the general research.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock
all
some heads
looking
together.
forward to working with you.
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for.
Okay.
Maybe I should take some courses with me. You know, send a message.
Hi, Doc.
Please
So,
don't. There's
here
enough
you
friction
are.
as it is
Justin
between
Ayers,
us and
Acting
pretty much
Director
all
of
the other
Synth Retention
departments.
Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
Makes
I'm
sense.
sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Yeah, it makes sense.
No problems
trust me.
here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Secret police.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines.
Okay.
As to why they're escaping, that matter is currently under investigation.
An inside
Our main
man.
instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless.
I killed one.
But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Combat experience.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems.
I'm
Now,
sorry.
unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
Okay, good for now.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
All right. I assume that all this other stuff we're
All
going to
this
be
must be a little
knowing when we are network scanner
Allow me
holotape.
for you.
Okay. Oh, the network scanner holotape. Okay, we got to use a holotape. What's your signals? Inventory. Misc. What was the name of it? I totally forgot. Network scanner. Network scanner. Okay. We used it. What's happening now? I had to look it up. And I figured out that apparently you're supposed to access a terminal and do it. Load holotape. You want the network scanner. Initiate network scan. Okay. I didn't know that I was gonna beat that. I didn't. Okay. Level 25. That's great. But I didn't know that that would. Yeah. Give. Okay, so we had to, so that was a different quest, but now I had to do that quest to do anything, to actually talk to Father. So I'm confused, but that's okay. That's all right. But I think that after that, fast travel to and from the Institute. Nice. With that, I think this is about time to end the episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And if you have any comments or things I could do better on my channel or the series specifically, leave those in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.